early life and football beginnings. Jens Jeremies was born on the 5th of March 1974, in the small town of Gelsenkirchen, Germany. Growing up in the heart of a football-crazy region, Jeremies was introduced to the sport at a very young age. He began playing at the local youth level, showing a natural talent for the game, particularly in the defensive midfield position. His early days in football were spent in local clubs, but by the age of 13, he joined the youth academy of his hometown team, Schalke 04. At Schalke, Jeremies quickly made a name for himself as a tenacious and hard-working midfielder with an impressive ability to break up opposition attacks. He spent several years in the youth system, and his strong performances earned him a spot in the senior squad. By 1993, at the age of 19, Jeremies made his professional debut for Schalke 04 in the Bundesliga. Rise to prominence at Bayern Munich. Despite a promising start at Schalke, Jeremies' breakthrough came when he moved to Bayern Munich in 1997. Joining one of the most successful and prestigious clubs in Germany marked a turning point in Jeremies' career. His time at Bayern would prove to be the most successful and transformative period of his footballing life. In his early years at Bayern, Jeremies adapted quickly to the club's high expectations, playing primarily as a defensive midfielder. His ability to disrupt the opposition, win back possession, and play simple yet effective passes made him a vital cog in Bayern's midfield. His tireless work ethic, leadership qualities, and professional attitude earned him a reputation as a warrior on the field. This made him an integral part of the Bayern squad. The 1998-1999 season saw Bayern win the Bundesliga, with Jeremies playing a significant role in their midfield. However, it was in the following years where Jeremies would truly leave his mark on the club, helping Bayern to multiple titles and solidifying his status as one of the top defensive midfielders in the world. Career peak at Bayern Munich. The peak of Jeremies' career came in the early 2000s, when Bayern Munich was dominant in both domestic and international competitions. Jeremies was a vital part of the team's successes, particularly in the 2000-2001 season, when Bayern won the UEFA Champions League. Jeremies, alongside players like Oliver Kahn, Stefan Effenberg, and Mehmet Scholl, was central to Bayern's midfield during this period. In addition to the Champions League, Jeremies also helped Bayern secure numerous domestic titles. These included Bundesliga titles, DFB Pokal victories, and Super Cup wins. His ability to control the midfield, protect the defense, and contribute to the attack when needed made him an invaluable player for Bayern. Jeremies was known for his gritty performances, never shying away from challenges and always giving 100% on the pitch. One of the highlights of Jeremies' peak years was his consistent presence in the Bayern midfield, particularly during the 2002-2003 and 2004-2005 seasons, where he was regularly named in the Bundesliga Team of the Year. Jeremies' leadership on the pitch also earned him the captaincy for a short period, cementing his importance to the club. International career with Germany. Jeremies' national team career began in 1999 when he was called up to represent Germany. He quickly established himself as a key player for the national team, playing in a defensive midfield role that suited his skill set perfectly. His first major international tournament was the UEFA Euro 2000, where Germany reached the semi-finals, though they were eliminated by the eventual champions, France. However, it was during the 2002 FIFA World Cup that Jeremies truly earned recognition on the global stage. Playing a pivotal role in Germany's impressive run to the final, Jeremies helped his team reach the final against Brazil, though they were defeated 2-0. Jeremies' performances during the tournament earned him widespread praise for his disciplined play and ability to break up the opposition's attacks. Jeremies' international career continued throughout the early 2000s, and he was part of the 2004 UEFA European Championship squad. He also contributed to Germany's qualification for the 2006 World Cup, though his career with the national team ended following the 2006 tournament, as he announced his retirement from international football. Transition to the later years. By the mid-2000s, Jeremies' career began to wind down as injuries started to take their toll. His commitment and physical style of play had always been his trademark, but these qualities also led to a series of injuries that would limit his appearances in his later years at Bayern Munich. In 2007, Jeremies left Bayern Munich after 10 years of loyal service and moved to the German club 1. FC Nuremberg. His time at Nuremberg, however, was relatively short-lived, and his impact was somewhat limited by his ongoing injury problems. Jeremies continued to play in Germany's top division, but he struggled to maintain the level of performance that had defined his earlier years at Bayern. His final years as a professional footballer saw him retire from the game in 2009, with his playing time becoming increasingly sporadic. Although his last years were less impactful, Jeremies' legacy as one of the best defensive midfielders in Europe remained intact. Post-retirement, life after football. After retiring from professional football, Jeremies took on various roles within the footballing world. He expressed an interest in coaching and began working as a television pundit and analyst, offering his expertise on German football. His insights into the defensive midfield role were highly regarded, as he had an in-depth understanding of the tactical side of the game. Additionally, Jeremies became involved in charity work and initiatives aimed at helping young players develop both on and off the field. He has spoken about his desire to help the next generation of footballers understand the importance of discipline, hard work, and professionalism. Legacy and impact. Jens Jeremies' legacy in football is one of relentless dedication, tactical intelligence, and unwavering commitment. His time at Bayern Munich is particularly noteworthy, where he became a key player in one of the most successful eras in the club's history. His versatility in the midfield allowed him to adapt to different styles of play, and he was highly valued for his defensive capabilities, leadership, and his ability to control the tempo of matches. While Jeremies was never the most flamboyant or headline-grabbing player, he was highly respected by teammates, coaches, and opponents for his work rate and professionalism. His tireless performances in the middle of the park were integral to his team's success, both at the club and international level. His leadership on the field, particularly during his time at Bayern Munich, earned him admiration, and his contributions to Germany's 2002 World Cup campaign solidified his reputation as one of the top defensive midfielders of his generation. In terms of trophies, Jeremies enjoyed a highly successful career, with numerous league titles, cup victories, and international honors to his name. However, it was his influence on the pitch, his ability to control games and protect his defense, that made him an invaluable player throughout his career. His legacy is further enriched by his role in one of the most successful periods in the history of Bayern Munich. Conclusion. Jens Jeremies will always be remembered as one of the finest defensive midfielders of his generation. His footballing intelligence, leadership, and work ethic were key factors in the success of the teams he played for, especially Bayern Munich. Though his career was marred by injuries in his later years, Jeremies' impact on German football remains undeniable, and he continues to be regarded as one of the best midfielders of his era. His post-retirement endeavors further solidified his place in the football world, as he continues to share his knowledge and experience with future generations.